In previous videos, we saw the most dangerous creatures in the world of Harry Potter with a classification of 5 X's. For today's video, I bring you the creatures of 4 X's classified by the Ministry of Magic. So that it is not too long, I will divide it into 2 parts, so subscribe if you do not want to miss it. Number 1. Centaur. A centaur is a magical creature whose head, torso, and arms look human and are attached to the lower body of a horse. However, they are an individual species and therefore are not half-breeds. They also have a rich history and are known for their natural talent for archery, healing magic, divination, and astronomy. Despite possessing human intelligence, centaurs are classified as beasts by the British Ministry of Magic at their own request, as they were not happy to have to share the status of being with hags and vampires, known dark creatures. Like horses, centaurs can come in a variety of colors, from deep black to white. They live in forests, and in every country where colonies exist, the magical authority sets aside land exclusively for their use. This is done in part because both wizards and muggles encroach on centaur territory. Centaurs, however, have their own methods of concealment and avoid contact with both wizards and witches and muggles as they dislike humans. They usually live in herds of 10 to 50 individuals. Number 2. Demiguise. The Demiguise is a magical, herbivorous, peaceful beast that can turn invisible and predict the future, 2 abilities that make it highly sought after. It is difficult to catch, however. It can be found in the Far East, but only wizards and witches trained in catching it can see it. It looks like a cross between a sloth and an ape, with large black eyes and long silky hair. Demiguise pelts are highly sought after because the hair can be woven into invisibility cloaks. Cloaks made from their hair eventually become opaque and lose their invisibility effects over time. They have precognitive vision, so the only way to catch them is to do something completely unpredictable. Their ability to turn invisible is used to symbolize the number 0 in the runic alphabet. Number 3. Urkling. Urklings are magical elven beasts, averaging 1 meter tall, with pointed faces. They have a particular affinity for the taste of children. Their high-pitched cackling sounds prove especially fascinating to children, who they use to lure them away from their guardians and eat them. These creatures also enjoy shooting darts at unsuspecting victims. Originally from the Black Forest in Germany, the difference between this creature and many others is that it can speak human language. The strict control exercised by the German Ministry of Magic, starting in the centuries before 1991, has greatly reduced the number of Urkling attacks. According to Newt Scamander, the last known attack by an Urkling was against a 6-year-old boy named Bruno Schmidt. The Urkling in question was killed when Schmidt hit him very hard on the head with his father's collapsible cauldron. There is a much worse species called the Bavarian Urkling. Number 4. Erumpent. The Erumpent is a huge gray African magical beast. It resembles a rhinoceros with a rounded body. It is a powerful creature with thick skin capable of repelling most curses and spells, a single long horn, and a thick tail. African witches and wizards treat them with great caution and respect. Male Erumpents produce musk. It does not attack unless provoked, but the results are usually fatal. The horn can pierce skin and metal and contains a deadly fluid that causes anything injected with it to explode. There are rare occasions where the object or being injected does not explode, such as in the case of Wilfred Elphick, the first wizard to be gored by an Erumpent. As his chocolate frog card shows him bandaged, but very much alive, it can be assumed that he survives the attack and does not explode. Its horns, tails, and explosive fluid are widely used in potions, although they are listed as Class B trade materials. Number 5. Golden Snidget. The golden snidget is a small golden magical bird with fully rotatable wings, best known for its early use in the wizarding game of Quidditch, eventually being replaced by the golden snitch. The snidget is completely round, fat, covered in golden feathers, and has a long, thin beak. Its eyes are bright red, and the rotatable wings allow it to move in any direction with remarkable agility and speed. The snidget's feathers and eyes are so highly prized that at one point it was in danger of being hunted to extinction by wizards. Snidget hunting, which is usually done in broad daylight, also has the side effect of causing more broomstick sightings than any other activity. Despite this, the Wizards' Council was unable to curb the popularity of the sport. The snidget is first introduced to Quidditch in 1269, when the newly appointed head of the Wizards' Council, a man named Barbarus Braga, releases a snidget during a Quidditch match and offers 150 galleons to the player who can catch it. In the following century, the Wizards' Council declared golden snidgets a protected species and banned their killing or use in Quidditch matches. Number 6. Graphorn. The Graphorn is found in the mountainous regions of Europe. It is large, grayish-purple in color and has a hump on its back. It possesses 2 very long, sharp horns, walks on large, 4-toed legs, and is extremely aggressive. Mountain trolls can sometimes be seen riding Graphorns, though the latter do not seem to take kindly to attempts at taming them, and it is more common to see a troll covered in Graphorn scars. Its mouth is made of tentacle-like appendages, which it uses to grab food and bring it to its mouth. It also uses these to show affection. It is said to resemble a saber-toothed tiger. Its skin is even tougher than a dragon's and repels most spells. Its powdered horn is used in many potions, though it is immensely expensive due to the difficulty of collecting it. Number 7. Griffin. The Griffin is a magical beast that originated in Greece. It has the front legs, wings, and head of a giant eagle, and the body, hind legs, and tail of a lion. Its main diet is raw meat. They are known as ferocious creatures. However, despite this, skilled witches and wizards can befriend them. They have a natural instinct to protect treasures, and as such are often used by wizards for that very purpose, much like sphinxes. The treasure they guard can be anything from gold to garden plants. Number 8. Hidebehind. The Everbehind, also known as the Hidebehind, is a creature accidentally created by wizards. It is a nocturnal, forest-dwelling spectral beast that hunts humanoid creatures. It can shapeshift, allowing it to hide behind almost any object. It was accidentally created when illegal trader Phineas Fletcher attempted to import a trafficked Demiguise into the United States in order to manufacture invisibility cloaks. The Demiguise escaped while on board ship and bred with a stowaway ghoul, and the offspring fled into the woods of Massachusetts. Although he has the power of invisibility, those who have seen him describe him as tall and silver-haired, resembling a scrawny bear. He can also contort his body into a somewhat different shape, and as such is better able to lurk behind any object. His preferred prey is humans, which magizoologists speculate is a result of the cruelty shown by Phineas Fletcher towards the creatures under his care. Only a witch or wizard is likely to survive an attack from these creatures. Number 9. Kappa. Kappa are a Japanese water demon that feed on human blood. They are known to strangle humans who invade their shallow ponds. Kappa resemble a scale-covered monkey with webbed hands and a water-filled depression on top of their head. They feed on human blood and strangle anyone unlucky enough to wander into their ponds or rivers. The water in the hollow of their head is the source of the beast's strength. If they manage to trick it into bending over, the water on its head will spill out, weakening it. Alternatively, one can ward off a Kappa by throwing a cucumber with that person's name inscribed on it as a form of appeasement. Number 10. Kelpy. A Kelpy is a shape-shifting water demon native to Britain and Ireland. Kelpies, capable of taking any form, often choose that of a reed-manned horse. After luring unwary travelers onto their backs, they drag them underwater and eat them, letting the entrails float to the surface of the water. A Kelpy can be rendered docile and harmless by using the placing charm to attach a bridle to its head. A bridled Kelpy can be considered fully tamed if it allows a human to ride on its back without attempting to eat it. If a bridle is left on for long enough, some Kelpies can remain tame even when the bridle is removed. Their hair can be used as a wand core, though it is said to be an inferior substance compared to the 3 supreme cores. Number 11. Merperson. A mermaid person is a sentient magical beast that lives underwater. They are found all over the world. Their customs and habits are mysterious, and like centaurs, they were offered the status of being, but turned it down in favor of beast, as they do not want to be placed in a status with hags and vampires. Mermaids can breathe out of water for a time, but it is unclear if they can ever truly leave their habitat. Mermen are creatures that resemble half-human, half-fish hybrids. Like humans, mermen have a variety of appearances. For example, the majority of the Great Lake Selkies colony have green hair, yellow eyes, and gray skin. Purplish hair has also been observed. They also have primarily silver tails. It is highly unlikely that a human, or even other types of mermen, would look like that, proving that mermen have individuality in their appearance, races, and subspecies, just like humans. In modern times, mermen who live in warmer waters are given a more beautiful appearance, while those who inhabit colder waters, such as the Selkies of Scotland and the Merrows of Ireland, are less attractive. The sea dwellers are known for their warlike tendencies and their habit of dragging people underwater until they end their lives. As a result, encountering a colony of sea dwellers can be intimidating, if not life-threatening. Number 12. Phoenix. The phoenix is a magical scarlet bird, the size of a swan, with red and gold plumage, a golden beak and claws, black eyes, and a tail as long as a peacock's. Phoenixes typically nest on mountain peaks and are gentle herbivores, not known for fighting. The phoenix is also one of the most independent and aloof creatures in the world, but every so often, it has to rejuvenate itself with an event known as Burning Day, in which the bird suddenly bursts into flames, only to rise from the ashes soon after as a newly hatched chick. Within days, it grows back to full size. As phoenixes approach their burning day, they look terrible, resembling a half-plucked turkey. Their eyes become dull, their feathers begin to fall out, and they make retching noises. Thanks to this ability, phoenixes live to an immense age, perhaps even forever. Their feathers can be used as a wand core and are designated by Ollivander as one of the supreme cores, a distinction shared by only 2 other beasts. Phoenixes are also immune to the gaze of a basilisk, which would normally kill anyone who made direct eye contact with it, or petrify anyone through indirect eye contact. Additionally, their tears have potent healing capabilities. For example, phoenix tears are the only known antidote to basilisk venom. Their tears can also bring a person back to life, even when they are on the brink of death. As stated by Dumbledore, they are extremely loyal creatures and are capable of coming to the aid of beings who share a similar devotion to their master. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss part 2 of this video, give it a like if you liked it, and leave your comment. I'll see you in next week's video.